Exactly.
There's a lot of risk for me as well, because I could get cancelled one day. You never know.
For what?
I don't know. For saying something wrong. I might have said something wrong in the past few episodes. I don't know. We'll find out.
Well, you see, the cancelling thing's interesting because I don't believe in the phrase cancel culture. I believe in the phrase consequence culture.
Okay.
It's a consequence of what you said, not a cancel.
But I didn't say anything bad, have I? I mean, if I have, you've listened to all the episodes, so you tell me if I have.
Well, I quite like the way you seem to listen to all of them.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
I was like, yes, you're my brother.
That was a. You're a good brother. You're going to listen to all the episodes, right?
You're going to say, of course I have, Indy. Let me tell you. Yes. Well, no, you shouldn't get into any trouble, really. But yeah, it's consequence culture, right? That's what it really is. If you go back into old stuff and bring that out, I mean, there's not a statute of limitations on what you said in the past. You may change who you are, or you may have evolved your views. Cool. Not a problem at all. But something that's so overtly nasty and just like, what the actual...
There is that for sure. But then I think there's a lot of issues where people, like, you said X, like, last year. That means you must stand by it. But then if you get new information, you change your opinion. Now all of a sudden you're a flip-flop. That doesn't... I don't like that kind of nature that people have about themselves.
Well, who's gauging it? Like, does their opinion matter?
So, say if it comes to football, right? Let's say last year, people said Leeds are going to be shit. They're going to go down. They're not going to stay up.
Let's go more directly, right? Arsenal. I'm an Arsenal fan. For my sins, I'm an Arsenal fan. I was cool with Arteta being the manager. You know what? I mean, Emery's crap. Arteta, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
It's looking freaking tragic right now.
Yeah.
And, you know...
But that's because of new information, right?
Right. Okay, but then people might say you flip-flops. I go, no, I was cool with him, like it's a project and carry on. But it shouldn't be this bad, this dire-looking and this depressing when it's part of a process. Because
but there's that constant need that people have of saying you always have to stand by the same opinion you've had like a while ago.
Who says that?
I think it's a bit unfair. I just think it's just natural. Like, even when you listen to radio presenters and they talk, people are like, well, you said this year ago, and they're like, well, what? I can't change an opinion. That's not entirely fair.
That depends on the honesty of the presenter itself. If it's talk sport radio, then these guys are just trying to get opinion to stimulate calls and stimulate controversy. That's it. If it's someone like JOB or someone on LBC,
James O'Brien.
James OB, I call him. He could say things and he goes, well, I'm happy to prove him wrong. He'll even start conversations off like, I'm not fully convinced about this, let's talk.
Yeah.
And whatever have you. Then other times, like Nick Ferrari, be his right-wing presenter, comes up before him. He'll be a lot more in terms of very right-wing in his opinions, but then he'll still gun Boris Johnson on occasion as well. And you're thinking, well, hang about, what are you? You've got to realise people aren't 100% into one camp at any one time.
Yeah.
It can vary across the stream of things. Like Chris Rock said it years ago, if you decide upon a subject before you hear it, you're an idiot. So some things I'm conservative, some things I'm liberal. Crime, I'm conservative. Prostitution, I'm liberal.
I remember that, yeah. That's from 2005, man, and that still stands well today.
Jesus Christ, you knew what year it was from as well.
Because I had it on my iPhone. Sorry, no, I had it on my iPod. You know, when you have it on your iPod, it says like the file name, and it says Chris Rock, Never Scared, 2005. And I was like, there you go.
But that may have been the time it was updated, not the time it actually came out.
You know what? It might have been the exact year that it was uploaded, and I just ripped it off LimeWire. So you never know.
I mean, this is the sort of person I am. I'm now straining to not jump on the computer and check what year it actually came out.
I'll check. Hang on. Never.
You'll check. Okay, so you are now the Jamie of this podcast. So anyone who follows Rogan knows he's now the Jamie. Yeah.
Release date. Call me Fingers, like Dave Chappelle called him. Never Scared. 2004. 2004.
Woo! I was right. Sorry. Yeah. Again.
17th of April 2004. There you go.
This literally is how I am when it comes to you and I. I just want to be right all the time.
Pretty much.
And I'll go to any sort of level, indeed, and get happy about it. But as happy as I am right now, you and Suki get way more hype and happier when the inverse happens.
Always.
So, yeah. But I will say my numbers are not 99%. And you text us say 1% occurred.
It's 1%. Yeah, it's a 1% chance that it happens.